Hi, my sweet Pisces. This is going to be your reading for the end of March, last week of March. Good primarily for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or Mercury placement of Pisces in tropical astrology, but it could resonate anywhere where you have Pisces in your natal chart. Keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone that watches. If this does not resonate for you, Pisces, you can watch readings on this channel for any other part of your natal chart, and you might find messages there that will help you with different aspects in different parts of your life for guidance and enlightenment. If you're new, welcome to SOMA CHANDRA Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for all 12 zodiac signs on this channel every 2 weeks of the earth, air, fire, and water signs, whichever gets the most views. I usually do an extended reading, but sometimes I will do extended readings or bonus readings for you Pisces if I just feel called to. I was very called to read for you guys this morning. They wanted me to start with you guys, so welcome. Right now it's Soma Chandra Pisces. Let's just get into it. So I think I was called to read for you guys, Pisces. I felt like some of you are like busting at the seams, like a lot of pent up energy, but a lot of positive energy for you because your season just wrapped up. And so I feel like Pisceans feel most comfortable with that Neptune Pisces energy. And I feel like now with Aries season, Mars is coming in, and I saw like a giant lasso, like lassoing all those dreams. And that you guys dream so big. You're our dreamers of the zodiac, and Mars is like pulling it in, saying, okay, all those big dreams are fucking amazing, and now we want you to fight for it. We want you to go for it. We want you to fight for it. Make your dreams real. They are worthy endeavors. I do see you coming into a beautiful time, but I think that you're recalling some difficult times. All I'm going to say to you, Pisces, is you're going to get the last word eventually. This year, you're going to see karma or justice for someone else's bad choices. You will get your justice. They showed me that. I also see a lot of stuff happening with children and family. I see entrepreneurs in particular, or people that work off of like direct sales or commission. I saw it. You had a slump for a while. You didn't stress out about it, but you were kind of hopeful for more. I saw that you remained diligent and humble. There's going to be an uptick and an upswing for you, which made me happy. There was evidence of it in the card. I also see a lot of socializing with children, which looked really beautiful, like a reconnection to children. I also see children reaching milestones, which are beautiful and fun for parents. I was like, oh, I love that. I saw a lot of different stuff. So what came out of my first oracle deck for you, Pisces, is intuition and manifestation. Decrease was in reverse. The honoring path is in the upright. Loss is in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, a consciousness of lack is in the reverse, and new supportive connections in the upright. What I say. I shouldn't have said any of those downloads. I should have just showed you the cards. I'm like, yep, spirit agrees. You're getting over a time of loss and decrease and this consciousness of lack. They're here, but they're in the reverse. I just heard enough is enough. You're using your intuition to help you with manifestations. You will just instinctively know what is right for you as we're in the beginning of Aries season and at the end of March. Listening to your intuition, knowing what's right for you to manifest. I heard like, I just have to get it done. You're coming out of a time of decrease because you're taking an honoring path. Some of you might get quite a bit of attention for something. Why, thank you. Why, thank you. Why, thank you. When you take the honoring path, it's not always easy, especially when you've been in a time of decrease and loss and holy shit, worried about money. Look at this poor guy. He's got it all, but it's like, meh. You're going to be making new supportive connections in April too. You know, again, to take the honoring path and use your intuition to manifest what's right for you, what's best for you, it's not always the easiest path, right? You could take a quicker path, a more down and dirty path, like a hustling path. And that's not bad. Sometimes we got to do what we got to do. But when you take this honoring path, it's going to bring out the best in you. I think you're going to feel very powerful and very proud. I just heard, I'm doing this with very little help. Good for you. I heard a woman say that. Girl, that's awesome. That's awesome. Island Time Wellness deck. I think you're coming into a time of security. I heard finally security. You've let go of something, but you're still thinking about this person or situation. You're actually, I think, kind of worried about someone, but you got to go where you're going to go. Coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. You have put a nail in a coffin. And then the Phoenix came out, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. I don't think it's about a person. I think you've changed your mind about yourself. Out of the ashes, the Phoenix will rise. I feel as though that you have come out of a time, a scorpionic time. I think you dealt with your 8th house for a while. Other people's problems, other people's money, other people's secrets, how they affected you and your money and your life. You have exposed things. You are purging them now. I think the purge is over and you're the Phoenix rising. And then we've moved to palm tree. Stability, security, more of a permanence, a growth, an endurance. I hear endurance and flexibility. You have endured, and that's why loss and decrease were in reverse in this deck, Pisces. That's why you're like, my bad times are behind me, and I have what it takes to withstand any storm. You are not going to hold me down. Can't stop me now. Self-indulgence is at the bottom of the deck. Focus on the self and self-worth. Time to heal. Shadow work, self-appreciation. I think you're coming out of the shadow work. I think the shadow work, if you went through a shadowy time, it was almost like, oh my God, your guides are talking right to me today. Oh, I love it. I love it when they do that for me. They're saying what happened was you really saw your own choices and your own part in your own loss and your own decrease. Accountability is what I'm hearing. And so you've chosen to listen to your intuition and manifest, because intuition alone won't manifest. You have to actually do something. And you took that honoring path. You took the honoring path, and now you're in a time of self-appreciation and coming into a time of stability. That's fucking beautiful, Pisces. You are my muse this week. I have chills. I'm already knowing I'm loving you this week. A lot of cards came out of the untold truth of the heart, like 6. I took them all. So limit, final straw, overload, breaking point, clinging, holding on, obsessing, watching, but there's been distance, barrier, space, and separation. I think that you reached a limit with a situation within yourself, between yourself and another person. I think that you have kind of watched a bit and held on, probably because it was a relationship or a situation that you were very focused on for a long time. So it can be hard to just shut that off and say, I'm not going to think about that anymore. I'm not going to watch anymore. I'm not going to worry about it. I think you were, and I think you still are, but you've created separation between yourself and whomever or whatever isn't right for you. Someone may have asked you for space and it's been hard, or vice versa, but here's the problem. Someone in your energy is influenced by negative things. Third-party situations, dark attachments. You are distancing yourself from your dark attachments. They may be clinging to you, but you have hit a breaking point. You've chosen the honoring path. So you may have had to distance yourself from anyone or anything. And it may be triggered a bit at the end of March. You may think about someone or something. It could be anyone in your life that just was not a good influence on you and was not influenced in a healthy, positive way. They didn't have good boundaries. They had issues. I already see it down here. I was like, holy shit, who is this person going off towards debauchery? You just wait. I clarified it. And I was like, wow. You are hopeful. I feel a positivity, like a loving energy off of you. Like I keep hearing, I sure hope they get their shit together. Like out of a genuine, unconditional caring for anyone that you see going down like a rabbit hole, but you have nothing to say. You're frozen. They have really nothing to say and you have nothing to say. I feel as though this person in your life has some kind of an important connection to you. They could be the parent of your children. They could be a family member or a good friend. I feel a worry off of you for them, but not enough to not see what they did to you. There is someone that showed up here in the tarot that I think has kind of betrayed you. You may hope that things could change, but you have nothing to say. And furthermore, it's farewell, goodbye, finality, closure. I also see roaming wild and running. And I saw that in the tarot. This person did run. I think you wish things could be different, but it's over. I have coffin and farewell. And it's the only way that you yourself can rise. I used the tarot of the 76 keys. It's very different from my other tarot decks, and when I read with this deck, they want me to use only my intuition and the images, but I will tell you the cards. So the overall reason right now of the reading is the 5 of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles and we have Death, and I clarified it. The 5 of Swords and clarifying it is strength. Some of you have Leo in your chart. In this deck, it looks more like the 5 of Cups, where she's been locked out. I think she's been locked out, or she can't leave. Some of you have a pet, and this pet brings you comfort. Right now, you are being very strong. This is your place to stay at the moment, but it's not really where you want to be. For some of you, you want to leave, but you can't. For others of you, you'd like to be in, but someone won't let you in, and you're being really strong. You have been very strong. For some of you, this is recent past. The next card that came out was the King of Pentacles, and I clarified it with the Emperor. I notice he is closing up a vault with all of his treasures. The Emperor. This may be someone that you went to for help or for a loan. It could have even been a bank. The Emperor sometimes is a person of authority, a father figure. I think that you needed and wanted this person's help. It could even have been a landlord. Someone may have had to pawn belongings or sell things, and they said, I'll keep it safe, but I'm the one in control. I'm not getting this awful vibe off of this person, but I'm certainly not getting a warm and welcoming vibe, because they didn't let you in. They just kept your shit. They kept your stuff. They might not have given you something that you needed. And I was like, well, that's hard. And it's very different from the Oracle decks. This might be showing us energy and time is fluid. This might have recently happened and now you're overcoming the decrease. For some of you, this will happen. I'm also hearing some of you really wanted a loan, or you can't spend or invest the way you want to right now, but your money is safe. I don't think you're thrilled about it though, because Death came out and the Knight of Cups. This is the ending of a dream. The Knight of Cups is dreamy. Look at him. I love it. I love that all the knights are women in this deck. I love it. All of them, every single one. Actually, no, the Knight of Wands looks like a man, but the Knight of Cups is a woman. I think that this is like an ending of a time of less maturity for you. I think it's a time for you to be more mature about your dreams. Do not let go of creativity. Do not let go of beauty. Do not let go of seeing all the beauty in the world and wearing your heart on your sleeve. But it's almost like this beautiful dream that you were wanting to pour your heart into, you may feel as though it's slowly fading. So some of you may have like a hiccup, like you won't get the investment that you want. You're kind of mad about something. There's still hope here with the Knight of Cups, but having to accept that something is ending slowly or slowly transforming. I think you are slowly transforming. I want to talk about your strength right now because it's the Sun and the Empress. Some of you are parents and mothers, or you're very creative. Even your job can be like your baby. I see heightened creativity. I see a lot of self-care. I see a lot of people saying, I have my children. I have my family. Your strength at this time is your benevolent creative capabilities. Your strength at this time is all that you are responsible for. And I see you owning it and honoring it. When I get the Sun with the Empress, it's a very positive card, a very positive time for you. You will be optimistic. You will honor responsibilities. Again, that fourth house with the mother-child bond and Cancer. And I also see the fifth house with children and play and creativity. If any of you have two children that are very similar in age, there will be a lot of happiness with them, a lot of strength. You may also have a Taurus or a Libra, or like this is the feminine goddess energy that's smiling upon you. This could be a person in your life that is very optimistic. This person may care about you very much. They want the best for you. They may have good news for you, compliments for you. This is a good energy to be around and be in. I love that. I think you're also very proud of your accomplishments at this time and anything that you have created. That's good. It wasn't easy to let go of this dream. You're still feeling sort of locked out and that someone else is in control. Now, if you see yourself as the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, I could be picking up on masculine Pisces. There may be someone that was not as consistent with you as you would have liked them to have been. And you, ladies, you could be the King of Pentacles and the Emperor too. There is a King of Pentacles and an Emperor living inside everyone. You could, Pisces, you could be this too, which is like, I protect my treasure. I have my shit together. I'm logical and I'm practical. And you can beg and whine at me with your come and go, tantrumy, unrealistic energy. But this has to end so that I can boss up. That is possible. You yourself may be bossing up. And there could be a positive feminine presence around you. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. The goddess with the sun smiling on you. Then I took an interesting turn. I have the Five of Cups and I clarified it with the Tower. Look at this imagery. This really told me a story for you, Pisces. I'm going to use this deck for all the water signs. You have deeply inspired me. You're my Ace of Wands right now, Pisces. But it looks like an Ace of Wands didn't started a fire for you, or you feel like that. I actually was clarifying this. I was like, how did they get here in this situation? I feel like somebody lit a fire and left you in it. Somebody got left in that building to burn. And I was like, oh, shit. Well, what happened next? I clarified this person with an oracle deck because I had to know. My South Node's in Gemini. I'm a terribly curious person. So I have the Chariot, and then clarifying the Chariot is the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. This person is slovenly, and I hate to use the word pig, but someone left you in a burning building and they went off to get a lot of attention. It's Cancerian energy. This person felt like they had to go somewhere. But it is, you know, with the Chariot, it's often very well deserved, but he's looking at all his fans. And I said, okay, well, someone left somebody else to deal with a consequence or a mess. Where is this person going? Maybe they had to go somewhere. The Three of Cups and then the Four of Cups. This looks like a brothel. And then just sitting there doing nothing. So if this is another person around you, they kind of left you in a state of crisis and they went off to like sow their oats, have fun, and lack in responsibility. It's also possible that some of you may have dealt with a consequence for avoiding your own responsibilities. The Empress does speak to responsibilities, and so does the Emperor. But I feel like I kind of get the sense that this is another person around you, that they don't really want to have a lot of responsibility, but they would like to claim all the attention. Yeah. I think you have walked away from this with the Eight of Cups. I think this is you, because when I clarified the Eight of Cups, I got the Hierophant to the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is moving towards the Hierophant. This was interesting energy, Taurian energy. The Knight of Wands is usually moving pretty quickly, but I feel like you've walked away. You're like, okay, you did make it out. You will make it out of the burning building here that you were left in by someone that kind of doesn't give a shit and lacks in responsibility. And maybe like this is like two different situations going on at the same time, with like money and stability and needing to have a more mature dream and let go of something, and you're watching some other person leave you to deal with crisis. But you will make it out. The smoke clears, you make it out. And the Hierophant is higher learning and knowledge. It's being part of something greater than yourself. The Hierophant is a teacher, a leader, a messenger. Does it represent a system? Yes, it does. But I can see the Knight of Wands. It's almost like you have a choice right now. Like I almost feel the Two of Wands off of this. I see that right now you are looking to be part of something greater than yourself that will provide tradition, stability, security, and commitment. On the one hand, I think that you are looking for inspiration and you will find it, but you need the security. But on the other hand, you're not going to limit yourself. I find the Knight of Wands paired with the Hierophant to be interesting, because the Hierophant will ask you to follow a system and play by the rules. But the Knight of Wands, is he inspired by it? Yes, but he's a wild card and he will not commit. Some of you in the beginning of April, end of March, beginning of April, will be deeply inspired to be more passionate and more independent, and you will want to maybe move towards a new spiritual practice or a job or even a way of life. Many other people follow this tradition, religion, or practice. It's very respectable and reputable. I think that you will be inspired by it, but I don't think you're in the energy of staying. You will allow this to pass through you, inspire you. You may go somewhere and learn something for a while. You may also be deeply inspired by nature at this time, Pisces. I also see you perhaps in a very dry climate, desert even, hot. I think you'll stay for a time and I think you'll go. I see you ultimately moving towards things that inspire you in a very modest way, in a very pious way, in a very conservative way, and in a very mature way as you go through these crises. I think that this is the person that you kind of watch, and they are definitely being influenced by things that are negative. Like the Three of Cups is great. You know, the brothel energy and the creative energy is awesome. But look at their response to it. Like they look like this on the surface and oh, they have all their honeys around them. Doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. They do this later when no one's watching. I think, yeah. And I was like, all right, well, what do you have to say about this person? What would this person say to Pisces? Shame on me, I put others before you. Soon after I realized they were of no value to me, I kept the wrong company around who interfered with this beautiful connection. Yeah, I should say so. Yeah, they weren't the best influence, were they? Nope, you're still healing. Also, I was dishonest with you and myself, and I lived one big lie. They're actually telling me that this might have been you in the past. Like you lied to everybody about what was really happening, but you're not anymore. And I was like, well, what's going to happen here? I think you're handling yourself really well, Pisces, if this is you. And I was like, well, what's going to happen further? And I have the Devil, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Pisces, this person is going to get, I was like, oh my God, this person is going to get exactly what they deserve. With the Devil and the debauchery, I see a person that definitely wants to connect to their earthly body. They may want to have a lot of sex. They may want to do drugs. They may want to drink. They like, the world is my playground and my body is one of the rides. A lot of people go through a cycle like that in planet Earth, and they are going to dance with the devil, and which is like sex and power and money and status. Capricorn has a very, very positive side, but you have got to rope that shit in, or it's just shallow debauchery. I think it's shallow debauchery for this person because we go downhill. Like, this person, Pisces, may be living the high life right now, getting everything that they want, but they are not thinking about the consequence because it's also starting to wear them down. It's very much starting to wear them down. With the Nine of Wands, they may have to do work. They may also have a temper, and they may break something that they shouldn't have broken. They have to fix it themselves. It's going to cost them. Five of Pentacles. This person may be without care or health insurance as well. And that's what happens when you leave people that you love, like, out on the doorstep like this. You know, like, you have a place now, but something has died here for you. It could have been with a Scorpio or a Cancer. But Pisces, there is still so much hope. And you, I think, have ended all of this. And now you are definitely in a time of taking care of yourself. You are the rising phoenix. You are still healing, but you're on the honoring path now. I have an Ace of Cups coming in, a new birth of something beautiful and creative. I also have the Ace of Pentacles here. That's the woman holding the keys. Very soon, if any of you feel displaced, you will find a good place to live, a good place to work. You will feel luck. Three of Wands, the future, to the Queen of Wands, to the Four of Wands. And here's the Queen of Pentacles. Pisces, in the next couple of months, the stability is coming for you. You're going to get your mojo back. You're going to feel very hopeful about the future with the Three of Wands. You may leave the lighthouse on for this person to come home to when they're done acting like a lunatic, but you will claim independence. I see a lot of stability for you and happiness and safety. Queen of Pentacles and the World. You will have financial security as well. You're definitely moving into a new cycle. You're still healing from all of this, and this person may be a person that you're just having to watch on the sideline. You need to know that the choices that they're making are coming from like their almost primal instincts that aren't being balanced out with other things. It's going to weigh them down, and it's going to leave them out in the cold too. And you have at least a bit of shelter now. So they're going to get what they deserve, Pisces. I can see why you were at a breaking point and why it might have been hard to take the honoring path, but you will come out of the time of decrease and loss and move into this beautiful new cycle. Yeah. So that's what I have for you for the end of March. Just know that whatever this person's doing, it's not what you're doing. Your strength is the Empress and the Sun. You are the Empress and the Sun. You can recreate these new dreams and move into these beautiful new cycles. I feel like all of this will make you stronger and is making you stronger. And I think Aries season is going to be great for you. You keep going where you're going, boo. Fuck this person. Okay. I'm like, well, they weren't friends. You're going to be inspired by new things. Definitely. All right, Pisces, I'm always listening to the universe for you. Thanks for being here with me. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next